Hi, I'm Mike McCormick, and I'm here for another Travel Again Snapshot. And I'm here with Carlos Mesa from Arajet, and we were on a panel together here at the CAPA Airline Leader Summit here in Trinidad. Terrific panel yesterday, a lot of insight. I think we got a great response from the audience, talking all about retailing and the future retailing here in the Caribbean. But from your perspective, Carlos, what are your takeaways from the panel yesterday?
So thank you to be here with your audience. Great panel, great audience too. Basically, the distribution is something that it's on top of the priorities in the industry, especially on the airline side. We as Arajet are working to build low-fare hubs in the Caribbean. We are flying right now on 22 destinations in 16 countries out of the region. Yep. So we have a huge challenge in terms of how we can add or share with the customer the right fare and the right time in the right channel. And that means that we need to work not just with the travel agencies, we need to work with OTAs, with GDS, and with other channels that the customers are looking when or are searching when trying to have a ticket.
Yeah, and I think we talked a lot on the panel about the whole ecosystem needing to be involved. And it's that expression about the long tail, right? That there's just so much involved with, certainly throughout the region, and having the travel agencies involved, the airports involved, government authorities. That it's a lot harder and a lot more complex in terms of the whole ecosystem, airports, every aspect needing to be a part of this. It's not just an airline and customer, kind of equation. So, tell me a little more about that from your perspective too.
We discussed yesterday that for airlines perspective, it's always better that the customer go direct to the web page and buy the tickets, but it's not that simple than that. So the ecosystem is really big. We have a lot of infrastructure, a lot of IT, software, web page, and tour operators. We have GDS, we have NDC, we have IATA involved. Right. So it's a big ecosystem that are behind the distribution, and that's the challenge that not just Arajet has in the region. The challenge that have all the airlines and the travel agencies too, because it's in both ways. So in terms of what is coming for the future and how we see the process in the industry, I think that in terms of Arajet, we are near to sign an agreement with a big GDS in the world. We are working now with Hanair and the World Ticket, and in that way we are on the GDS, but we want to be as an Arajet in the GDS ecosystems. That means that we need to work in an NDC process. That's a huge, another huge channel that we need to have in terms of systems, interfaces, and training for all the staff. So that is coming in Arajet for the coming months. We are near to start in the US market too. That's another big channel that we have. We are splitting the operation between Santo Domingo and Punta Cana with 2 hubs. So that's another part of the cake that we need to try to understand how we're gonna eat that. And yeah, that's funny, and that's the thing that we are doing. So that's something that we are working on.
So we said in the session that we're in 2 or 3 years from now, NDC will be a teenager. 13 years in the making. What do you think we'll be talking about in a couple of years from now?
Definitely, we need to expedite the process to approach the NDC and the GDS. So if you start an airline, you need to wait a lot to be on the GDS and try to certify the NDC process. So it should be easy in the future, for sure. I think that AI behind it is something that is coming. AI, it's approaching in more different areas, and probably AI gonna help us and give us another hands and brains in terms of how we can build the distribution ecosystem, and how we're gonna fight with the big players in the region. And for sure, the AI is something that we need to have.
Very good. Well, thank you again, Carlos, and thanks for being part of the panel, and great meeting you here at CAPA.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.